This video will show you how to download and install Visual Studio Community 2017. This is a software package that's called an IDE, which stands for an Integrated Development Environment. What that means is it has all the tools necessary for you to go and write your programs, compile your programs, fix problems with your programs, and actually run your programs. In order to download this software, you need to go to www.visualstudio.com/downloads. Once you get to this page, you will click on Free Download for Visual Studio Community 2017. There's other versions, but this is the one we want. This is an open source software, meaning that Microsoft actually provides the software source code or the lines of statements to make this work, and the community can actually go and improve it and make it better. Click on Free Download, and the system will take you to another web page, and then it will start to download the file necessary to do the install. Once that file is downloaded, click on it to open it up. A window will pop up saying, do you want to allow this app to make changes to your device? Click Yes, and the install process will begin. You'll see that it pops up a little window about privacy and the EULA, the End User License Agreement. Go ahead and click Continue. Sign your life away in order to get this software. And then the software will be downloaded to your computer. Once the necessary files are downloaded, you'll see a screen like this. And then we will want to go ahead and click on Universal Windows Platform Development. This will allow us to actually work with C#, the .NET desktop development. That will allow us to do our Windows forms. And we also want our ASP.NET web development. This will allow us to actually work on web pages. And then let's go ahead and check the Azure development. This allows you to deploy or upload a website to Microsoft. Now, as you notice, let's go back to the first one. When you click on that, you'll see that there's different things that show up over here. The main one that we want to worry about is we want to make sure that when we click on the ASP.NET web development, that we click on that, and you'll see that this is telling you what's being installed. We want to make sure that we have all the necessary tools that we want to work with. So make sure that you've checked the .NET Framework 4.6.2 and the MVC4, the .NET Framework 4.7 and 4.7.1, if those are there. If we go back to our other ones, let's see if there's anything exciting there that we needed to actually bring in that we don't need. We have all the tools we want that. And we have all the tools we want there, and we have our Azure, so we should be okay. So once again, you want the Universal Windows Platform Development. You don't need to change anything. The .NET Desktop Development, you don't need to change anything. The ASP.NET Web Development, go add these items to it. Don't worry about the MVC4, but we want those three frameworks added. And then the Azure Development, and you don't need to change anything there. If you notice, if you use Visual Studio, there's a bunch of different things you can do. You can do data analytics. You can, in fact, let's go ahead and click that, because in our program, you'll end up using this. And you can do mobile development. You can do game development. You can do C++. If you wanted to write your own tools for Visual Studio, you could do that. You could work with Linux. And you can also do .NET Core, which allows you to write software that works on Windows, on iOS, on Linux, different platforms. So I think we should have everything checked now. Our data science, our Azure, our ASP.NET web development, and our .NET, and our Universal Windows Platform. So off to the right, you'll see a button that says Install. Go ahead and click Install, and Microsoft will begin to install Visual Studio Community 2017. I'll go ahead and pause this and we'll pick back up when we're close to being done. Your system might come back and say a restart is required. If so, go ahead and restart. Otherwise, you might just be able to launch Visual Studio. You might see a little button that says launch right here, and you can click on that to run it. I'm going to go ahead and restart mine, and that should complete the installation, and then you'll be able to just run Visual Studio. In the next video, you'll see how to create your